Do, 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 do. Well, come on. Yes, I'm having problems. I'll get there eventually. Eventually, I'll get there. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I'll be there in a second. I gotta get stuff set up. I don't know where Sally is. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Hi, Krista. Hi, Dwayne. I guess Sally's sleeping in. I don't know. What the heck? She was supposed to do the show this morning, but then she didn't hear anything at like a couple of minutes ago. So I was like, well, guess I'll go ahead and do one. I did during the night. I went over 4,000 watch hours on YouTube for the year, for a yearly, from May 13th last year to May 13th this year. I got 4,030 watch hours. Now I'm waiting for YouTube. They're supposed to contact me and tell me I'm eligible to monetize. How about that? How about that? So now I can make 35 cents per video. I know it's not much, but it's kind of the principle of the thing. It's kind of like getting a participation trophy, you know, because as small as my channel is, it's not getting a lot of, it's not ever going to get a lot of monetary feedback, but it's just nice to be recognized that, hey, YouTube says I am worthy of monetization, which is, I don't know why I would care what they think anyway. I don't really, but anyway, here I go on and on about me. What are y'all doing? Krista's Antiques and Collectibles. How you doing, Krista? My mother's name was Krista. She passed in July. Except she didn't spell it with a K. Dwayne's here. Lag's here. Cyber's here. Diane's here. Fishing and picking. Yeah, actually, I don't know when they converted this double garage into a den. Actually, it's a 2.5 car garage. And they did a pretty good job on the conversion. And yeah, there are two air vents. I usually don't run it out here because electricity's high in the summer and the winter. We're all electric heat and cooling, so I don't mind being a little warm or a little hot, but yeah, I got central air. We're pretty regulated. No, I don't know I was kidding about the 35 cents a video. It's not going to be much, Krista. It's I don't know how they decide how much they're going to give you for your videos. I think some of it depends on of the people that watch your videos. If somebody clicks on an ad that shows up in your video, or if somebody and I think you can decide how many advertisements to put in your video. You watch a lot of videos that stop every 10 minutes and they put an advertisement in, or stop every 5 minutes and put an advertisement in. I don't think I'll ever put those in mine, but if you're monetized, you don't have any choice. You're going to have an advertisement at the beginning of every video you do. In fact, I think they have an advertisement at the beginning of every video I do now. Just up until monetization, they were getting ad money for free from me. That's why the snakes like it. Yeah, because it's warm in the summer, warm in the winter, and cool in the summer. So, hey Tracy, you're driving but gonna listen to your old ass. Thank you. Hey Tracy, I got 4,000 watch hours. Woo! I'm gonna be rich off of YouTube. Reach, I tell you. So yeah, to answer your question, Krista, yeah, I'm sure some of my videos will be worth 35 cents, and some may garner a couple of bucks. Yeah, I don't think you can watch a video on YouTube without seeing an ad at least at the beginning of it and at the end. If you stay to the end of a video, they'll be showing an ad at the end of one. Let's buy YouTube. Wonder how much YouTube would cost. If we pooled our money, we could come up with like $800 probably. Would that buy YouTube? Google stock. Oh, well, yeah, you can buy a portion of YouTube if you buy Google stock. Anyway, stock market. Now that you bring up stock, we're supposed to have a bounce today back up. It's been down, 6 days in a row. We shall see. I bet it bounces up right at the beginning, and then during the day today it goes back down. That's my guess. What else is going on? Here, I'll put an invite in the side chat because nobody wants to listen to just me. I need a co-host. Come on, co-host somebody. Anybody, somebody. I'm all by myself. That's okay, I guess. Tracy, you be careful driving. You just seem like a person who would get a little reckless every once in a while. A little reckless. Get a little road rage going. Did y'all get road rage? I do in certain situations. I get ragey when, you're going along down a highway and a car comes up behind you and passes you, and then they slow down. That rages me worse than just about anything else. If you're going to pass me, keep going. Go on. Don't pass me and then slow down. Grr. Pisses me off. Yeah, you can do that lag, but you got to pick smart. I'm not a smart picker like you, obviously, so um, what am I trying to say? I just get part of a mutual fund group that somebody else is the manager and they do all the picking. I don't get so much rage that I'll run up on somebody and tap their bumper or flip them off or anything like that usually, but it really angers me when somebody does that. Damn kids. The second worst drivers ever. Atlanta. I haven't driven much in Atlanta. I don't know if I've ever driven in Atlanta. If I have, it was so many years ago, I don't even remember it. 3,000%. Yeah, I mean, truth be told, lag, I can't complain at the gains I've made the last 5 to 10 years. But this year, the Standard & Poor's is down 18%. And they say recession is gauged at a 20% drop in the Standard & Poor's. So we're only 2% away from that. Oh, I got a text. What are we doing here? What? That's cool. Sadie sent me a picture of geese and baby geese. Goslings. They're not baby geese, they're goslings. Get it right. You got a drake and a hen and goslings. Or maybe that's two hens hanging out. I don't know. Gotta get to work, Krista. Bye, Krista. Thanks for coming in. You're welcome anytime. Whatever. That's cute, though. Nothing much cuter than baby ducks and baby geese. Baby chickens. I remember a couple of Easters, Mom would get me and my brother some baby chickens. And they were, I don't know, back in the day, they used to dye them. And so they would have pink baby chickens and blue baby chickens and green baby chickens. Of course, as they grew up, then they lost their fluff and grew regular feathers, and so they weren't those colors anymore. But yeah, we'd raise them in a little pen in the backyard for a while, and then eventually the neighborhood dogs would break through the fence and eat them. What a terrible life those baby chickens had. Goose and a gander. Don't you call a male goose a drake? I thought you did. I gotta Google it now. What is a male goose called? It's called a gander. Well, you're right, Tara. I thought it was a drake. Drake is a duck. Yeah. Okay. At least I knew that the baby ones were goslings. So a female goose is just called a goose. Or is it called a hen? Female goose called. A dame? It's called a dame? A female goose is called a dame. Well, I only got 1 out of 3. There's Tara. Hi, Tara.
Yeah, it's goose and gander.
No, it's dame and gander.
Yeah, when you Google it, it says sometimes a female goose
So,
is called a dame. Hey, I'm the
okay.
goose girl. It's a goose and a gander.
That is
Okay.
true. She is a goose.
I am the goose girl.
My ex-wife and I
Goose
used to call her that before I ever met her. And because she'd always have her geese would always be on the road, and she'd always be chasing them back into her yard, like in her pajamas and stuff. We're like, oh, there comes a goose girl.
Yeah, except then he starts seeing me. We start dating, and then his ex-wife is like, "Oh, isn't that cute? You're dating the goose girl." Like I was some simpleton or something that like.
Uh-oh. Lost your audio for a second.
I'm like, I'm gonna run off with that goose girl.
Oh, back. Is my mic working? Hello.
Yeah, it is now. It kind of
Oh,
quit
okay.
for a small second.
Oh, maybe I had a blip in the internet.
Yeah. Pissed me off last night. I was in a poker tournament and I was doing pretty well. Sadie's my witness. He was watching the whole thing. And my internet didn't shut off, but I got disconnected from the poker site. And I was like, what the heck?
Uh-oh.
So I wound up finishing in like 250 a spot because which is out of the money because they kept disconnecting me for whatever reason.
It's probably a conspiracy to get your money so you don't win any back. They probably disconnect you.
Maybe it was just my turn to get disconnected so they can fill their
Probably
pockets.
somebody like in the British Virgin Islands saying, "We're going to disconnect this Silverhairstacker so he doesn't win any money."
Yeah, but I got a new one. If I'm being sworn in or something, if I have to say something under oath, I'm going to say it's Mr. Sadie is my witness.
There you go. He's a perfect witness. Just ask him.
No one is going to die. If Mr. Sadie says it's so.
Oh my God.
It's so.
Jim gets in this argument with somebody, okay? I'm not even going to tell you what it's about. But anyway, long story short, he gets in this argument with somebody, and he's like, I was so mad at him, I thought I was going to have to punch the guy in the face. So the guy's all like stumbling. So there's this other guy there. He goes, "You're my witness. You're my witness." And the guy just like cool as a cucumber goes, "I don't witness shit."
Not to me, to the other guy.
To the other guy. He's being kind of a horse's ass anyway.
He was a complete horse. He wouldn't shut up. Do you ever have a person, they're saying something that, I mean, he was much older than me too. I don't want to hit an old man. I'm just like, just please shut up. Please stop talking. Just go away. Stop talking to me. He just would not go away or shut up. And I'm like, I cannot believe I'm going to be reduced to striking a person probably 20 years older than me. I'm almost climbing over the glass counter. We had like those glass jewelry store counter things. I'm trying to figure out how I can get my leg over this thing without breaking the glass counter, because otherwise I got to run way down to the other end to come around where I can go in and out back by the register. This is in a store.
Yeah, we had a junk store up in
But it was
Wisconsin
something
for a
that
while.
didn't involve the store purchasing. It was something about a garbage pile that it's a long story, but it was his responsibility, not mine.
Anyway,
So
it involved a
we had a
chocolate
fridge.
lab and a big
Yes,
pile
and
of
he's
garbage.
disparaging my chocolate lab. It was too much.
Anyway,
And I use
How can-
words. I don't like to use violence, but
How
this
can
guy.
you disparage any lab? That's like
well,
the-
I go outside in the morning, and there was it's kind of a subdivision.
It was
One of the
Easter
houses, it was
Right.
Easter time. It was a rental house. They threw out like 50 bags of garbage. It had ham in it. I remember I walked outside. I'm not saying my dogs ripped it up. I'm not saying my dogs didn't rip it up.
Well, the crows were
But
there.
the crows
Other
are there.
neighborhood
I'm like,
dogs
oh my
were there,
god, look at this. The raccoons are up, and there's crows
It's like-
flying around with garbage in their
It's
little claws. I'm like,
30
oh my
bags of
god.
Garbage.
Of course, we'll get blamed for it.
He tells me, he goes, why? I told him it was, or the garbage company told him it was okay. I said, well, it's not okay with our township. I go, we got an ordinance. You have to have your garbage in a container. Because he drove by that morning. I heard him beep. I looked, and my stupid lab is over there nosing through this stupid hand. I'm like, well, it ain't supposed to be accessible to my lab anyways. But it ain't his garbage. It's a neighbor on the road he lives on. He goes, oh, I told the neighbor it was okay. I go, it ain't up to you either. It's a town ordinance.
Anyway, it's a long story short. You're getting Jim worked up about it.
Anyway, yeah. So.
no.
Well, the funny thing was, it was like The Godfather.
That's fine.
when he
Jim
tried to
stories
get
are the
away-
best stories.
Oh, when the guy's trying to get away from me, we got this ornate dresser.
It's a buffet. It was a
It
buffet.
had these pulls that stuck out like tees. He's caught one on his belt loop trying to get away. So now he's like hung up on the dresser trying to get to the exit door. And that's while I'm trying to climb over the counter because now he sees I am going to, in fact, beat his ass. So I'm going to come around it. I've got that look at my like.
I wasn't there that day. I only heard the replay.
When
of
your
it.
mom finds out you set the neighbor's garage on fire, that look she gets, you know you're going to get an ass whipping. So anyway, so I'm about to come over, and he can't get away because it's like The Godfather when the guy's trying to open up the doorknob, and he says, yeah, I'll wear the lady's red, she can keep the dog. I'll give her a month's free red, you know, but because he can't open up the doorknob. It was just
Goodbye,
it was just
Cyber.
like-
Have a good day.
Oh.
Man, that's a funny story. Well, it's funny now. It seems like Jim's best stories are so funny, but they all originate with violence
we live in a very violent place. I don't get much
or
violence.
near violence or
Well, that's what it's like up there in northern Wisconsin. You drink, you get
confrontation.
drunk, and you get in fights.
Oh man, that's funny. So yeah, Tara Jim, did you hear I'm getting monetized? Woo woo.
Oh,
How
all right.
are you? Well, now you won't even have to sell on eBay anymore. You just make all that YouTube Skrilla.
I figure
I heard that's
I'll
the first
average.
time, I think that's the first sign you really make it when you can just do videos on how to sell on eBay, but you don't actually have to sell on eBay.
Yeah, that'd be. I would have to have like at least 100,000 more subscribers than I do.
Yeah, okay. Jim would not be Antifa. He would be whatever the opposite of Antifa is. I think he'd be probably vice president of the MAGA crowd.
Well, I'm anti-fascist. My concern is I don't think Antifa is actually anti-fascist, but I am actually anti-fascist. So
hmm
So how much you get?
Returning.
So now are you waiting for your bankroll to get up to $100, or are you there already?
I don't know if when what was it, like 5 years ago, they changed the rules, and I was getting paid every once in a while. For like the first 4 years I did YouTube, I got 3 different payments for about $100 each. And then they decided to change the rules and say, well, you got to have 1,000 subscribers, which I did, and I still do. But then they said, you got to have 4,000 hours a year of watch time. And I'm like, dang, how many have I got? Like, at the time, it was like 800 watch hours for the year. And I was like, well, crap. So they took me out, and I've been out all this time. But then starting in September, when Valerie started pulling back from the morning show, I said, well, I'm not doing anything. I might as
There
well
you
do
go.
the morning
Flaking
show.
out a little bit.
Do the morning show some, and
Yeah.
so thanks to this show, the morning show. Thank you, folks. I'm finally, first time in like 5 years, I've had 4,000 watch hours now. So it just rolled over last night. I'm waiting for YouTube to. They're supposed to send me notification that I qualify now.
Oh. Well, good thing you took over the morning show.
Well, I don't know if it's good or not.
Well,
Doesn't
you
really
haven't.
matter because it's nice to have that recognition, but it's not any money, not any real money.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be money, but the first, it looked like the way my channel was going back when they used to pay me, I was getting $100 like once every 5 months,
Mm.
because you have to wait until you have $100 before they'll send it to you. So anyway, the first payment I got from them was an actual paper check that came in the mail.
Oh, wow. I
And
never
then
got a YouTube payment. We never even got to the 1,000 subs.
Yeah.
did you
It's
not?
the fascist.
Well, you didn't used to have 1,000 subs.
No,
No,
they
we never
changed
did.
it when we like kind of were
No, but we had
starting it.
you needed so many views. We needed 10,000 views or
Yeah,
something
but they
like that.
added that later.
And
didn't
then they added the subs. Yeah,
Oh.
right when we were at like 950, or 9,500 views or something. We
Oh,
were
and then they
almost to
changed it.
10,000 views. Then they changed it to how many subscribers you had to have. And then I said, you know what? Kiss my rebel ass. You can
Yeah,
have
that's the
it.
way you feel when they just take you out of monetization, because they were at least recognizing that you did videos and sent you a little
Yeah.
pittance check every once in a while.
And we're
But
almost
now,
we're on the precipice of the pittance. And then they kicked us
hey
again.
Mike,
Then they kicked the chair out from under us.
I think
so
we might have got up to 800, but then now we've been losing subs because we don't have anything on our channel anyway.
yeah,
I don't even look at it.
I've got 2.3 thousand. So,
Yep.
but I draw from two communities. I get the gold and silver guys want to come on and see my gold and silver videos, and then I get the reseller guys that want to hang out and resell together and stuff. So
Mhm.
that's why mine is probably as much as it is. But God, 2,300 subs. How does that compare with Commonwealth Picker or Part-Time Picker?
Mhm.
They've
Yeah.
got like what,
I haven't even really
100,000?
got. Well, I mean, they do good videos. I haven't even been watching any reselling videos, to tell you the truth. I might. I've been watching a lot of videos with these people like these Russian channels where they tell you what life is like in Russia
Oh my
and some
gosh.
other stuff. Nothing very
I bet
exciting.
it's not very pleasant in Russia right now.
Well,
They can't talk about it.
well, they
Really,
can't talk about it,
They're
but
not allowed to.
I mean,
because of the
oh,
fascism.
yeah, but they're fed like. I mean, unless they can like, they have to have a VPN in order to get like outside news. Like if they want to get like BBC, because that's restricted there. If they want to get outside news, they have to have like, is that called a VPN?
Yeah, virtual.
Yeah,
Yeah, they have
virtual
to have that
something.
in order to get that. And like the ones that listen to the like, the state news, I mean, they get a totally different what is going on in Ukraine than what we get in the West. I mean, to them, they think it's a totally different situation.
Yeah, I remember back, way back when I was young, and like East and West Berlin were separated with a wall, and then you had the Iron Curtain that followed at the edge of the Russian territories.
Mm-hmm.
And but they had radio stations all along that line Hang on.
Hang on. Jim, tell a story. Yeah, we lost Todd.
Oh, we lost Todd.
Yeah. Todd's taking important calls. Probably talking about his YouTube check. If they watch YouTube, their YouTube is restricted to Mr. Sadie. So they don't really, I don't think they get much of a point of view out of the West. They have a VPN where they can.
They know how to get around it.
And they can't
But
talk about
you
it.
can tell when they talk, and I don't think the general thing is like they think it's a great idea what Putin's doing, but they have to be very careful because if they say anything bad about Putin.
Yeah, like, one guy's like, I can't talk about it. I can't say anything. He goes, because if I do, I'll be on a different planet. You know, my family will be without me because I'll be gone. I'll be in heaven.
Yeah, it's like when people would pick on, and I don't advocate Nazis or anything, but when they were trying people after the war in Germany, it's like, well, why didn't you stand up to your boss? Well, it's not like you're working at McDonald's and he says, okay, I want you to poison to do that. Yeah. It was totally different. I mean, because your manager at McDonald's can't have you hung by piano wire, you know, or by meat hook. So, I mean, I can see that's what they're afraid.
Yeah. Gulag.
Yeah, they're afraid. I mean, it's a much more. It's not like it is here. I mean, people whine about, you know, oh, there's brutality or what. Yeah, you want to see brutality? Go over there.
You have no rights over there. It's funny when they talk about the sanctions stuff because they'll be like, well, McDonald's closed down there. But he goes, oh, this is, you know, they pitch it over there that this is going to give a chance now for Russian enterprise, Russian fast food to step in and replace McDonald's. Why are we spending our money with the West when we could do it in-house?
Is it the guy who owned McDonald's, all the McDonald's franchises that kept them open? Or is it
Burger King?
Burger King. But now they're talking about like Burger King has all these new dishes. Because the Burger King can't get the supplies from the American Burger King, so they're like doing all these, like they're adding all these like Russian dishes to the Burger King menu. So
yeah,
it's gonna be very different. There's gonna be like turnips and stuff on it.
Oh, they have like weird stuff there. They'll have like
rutabaga burger.
Yeah, they have like a seafood wrap at Burger King, you know, which we don't have here.
Because we have a real Burger King.
Anyway, it's interesting, you know. They're all planting their dachas right now and getting their vegetable gardens ready.
What did Todd do? Did he break?
I don't know. He's taking a freaking phone call in the middle of this.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's a live YouTube thing. This is the kind of person that gets monetized and then they're on a phone call for like 10 minutes.
Give me somebody on the phone.
Anybody.
Okay, we'll call somebody else while I'm waiting. Goodbye, Clark. Oh no, he calls him Grisman. He doesn't even know his name. He goes, okay, bye, Grisman.
Yeah.
He doesn't know his last name. Oh my God, Tar got me the moose punch.
I did. I was at a Walmart yesterday, and it was only one. It was on clearance, but I'm like, oh, this is because Jim likes Christmas Vacation a lot. They had the big glass moose mug like Clark's drinking the eggnog with in clearance at the Walmart. It was pretty cool, so I bought it for him.
Dun, dun, dun. It's
God, you came
green.
back.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had
Yeah,
the.
Who called
I,
Todd?
was, I sent my son a check to help with the down payment on a house, and
oh,
the my broker called me up and said, "Hey, is this real?" So I had to call my son real quick and wake him up.
Well,
And
if you're sending out checks, I'll take one of those.
no, no, I'm not sending you a check.
You should send me a check. I'm helping you today. I should get some of that
Oh,
YouTube
okay.
grill off of you.
no, but I was wondering
Yeah.
what kind of call you take during a thing. But I guess some suspicious activity on your account call, I would definitely take also.
Yeah, I kind of recognize the number as being my Merrill Lynch broker. So
Well, I bought a
yeah.
truck on Monday. You can help me with the down payment on that.
Oh my God, did you get the 750?
I got the
550.
550.
550.
750, you can't haul a trailer. This 550,
Really?
the problem with the big truck is you got to be under 26,000 pounds to be not CDL. But
Oh, so
that's combined weight. So that's your truck and your trailer. So that like that
wow.
550 is a 17,500 pound truck. The max trailer weight I can pull with it is now 8,500 pounds, which is short on a lot of goosenecks and horse trailer. So you got to be careful with that. If you get too big a truck, then you can't haul much of a trailer without CDL. Little fun
Yeah.
fact.
Didn't you get a Ford 550?
He got a Ford
Yeah,
550.
7.3 to 2,000.
Drove up to
Dang.
Indiana to get it.
I bet that wasn't cheap.
10 grand, 10.5.
Oh, the drive wasn't
What?
cheap either. If that's
And
what you're
then the
saying.
drive wasn't cheap
I put
either.
150 in it, and that gave me just under half a tank.
Yeah.
If my credit card cuts you off at 150, then you got to do another separate transaction.
Oh my God, the diesel in Indiana was $5.45 a gallon, wasn't it? It's
yeah,
almost $5.50.
it cut me off at 150. I said, you know what? That sounds good to me. I'm good with that. I don't have to do another transaction to fill this SOB up.
No, it's got a
How,
goose
how
neck.
come the
It says
truck
a
was so
ball.
cheap? You
Well,
obviously
it's a
didn't buy a new one.
2000. It's a eight. What is? It's a 2000.
That's new to us. It's 22 years old to everybody else.
Okay. Is it all rusted out and got dents and
No, it needs to get its hood painted because the clear coat came off. He put a new engine in it that's only got like 10 or 15,000 miles on it. But I think when
oh
the other
wow.
engine, when they overheated it, it bubbled off the clear coat. So we
Yeah,
gotta get the hood painted.
it's got 10,000 on the engine and 5,000 on the tranny. He hauled this
I bet
huge camper with it.
the new engine was almost 10,000.
He said what he paid for
Well,
it, and he put a new
no,
tranny in
he
it
spent
too.
here's what happened was, yeah, it was 10,000, but he spent 8,000 and have him try to rebuild the old engine, and then
Yeah.
that didn't work out, so he got screwed on that, and then so then he had to go buy a redone engine, all the long block. They put that in, but that cost him 10 grand. So actually, he had like around 18 grand in just the engine.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't go
And
buy.
then he had to buy the tranny because the tranny gears were wore
I
out.
mean, if
And
you
he
had to
sold
go
it to
buy
you
that,
for 10 grand?
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, if you had to go buy that F550, like let's say I was rich and I went to the dealership and said I want a brand new. It's a 4-door, it's a big cab, and it's got a nice aluminum bed on it. If I want to buy that new, I mean that's got to be 100 grand.
I can tell you this though, for blow by, you take off the oil cap, you can inhale with your nose and you smell nothing. There's not a puff of smoke, nothing is coming out of that oil cap. Which I mean,
Nice.
yeah, I mean that's rare on a diesel where you get no puffing. I mean, you don't want blow by, but usually they have a little like a cigarette smoke, a little bit of smoke lazily rolling out of that. Nothing on this one. That was so. I've never had a diesel engine that new on anything. It drives like an army truck. You feel every pebble. The suspension doesn't kick into you.
Oh yeah.
Till you got about 10,000 pounds on it. So there's
My
no
F250
really.
is way rougher than just cars that we drive.
Yeah.
I get in the The old Dodge Avenger has got 140,000 miles on it, driving around. Hey, this is pretty smooth. Then I get in the F-250 and go, dang, this is rough. But it's
They're
just,
trying to get the towing capacity up on them.
It's just set up for hauling stuff instead of being a comfortable ride is the deal.
Well, those old ones, when you drove them, those ones from like all through the 90s, you had real comfortable riding. You know, even the 350s, they're very. We have a 95 GMC 3500 HD,
You're right
and that
back.
thing's a real smooth ride.
Chevy always had a better ride than Ford, though. Chevy always, they did have a better
its
ride.
towing capacity is half what a new 3500 is. So I mean, they've doubled their towing capacity by making the spring stiffer.
No.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to tow, or do you want to be a Lord Fauntleroy?
Lord Fauntleroy. I love being Lord Fauntleroy. Did I freeze up?
Did we freeze or he freeze?
I don't know. It's like nobody's there.
I don't know, but I shouldn't set up a phone on Friday the 13th.
Ooh.
I need phone info. Yeah.
Oh, he froze. Todd froze.
So are people listening to us?
I guess.
Could they?
Maybe. I think it's still playing. Oh, they can hear us, so they just can't hear Todd.
So be careful what you say.
Yeah.
If you look at these comments,
I thought Todd was making all this YouTube money. He can't even afford good internet.
I'm just trying to find what your phone number is. Because it says to continue installation, enter your phone number, will text you a message. Well, the phone doesn't come. You got to get into the phone for it to tell you its number.
Yeah, he probably lost too much money in that poker game, and that's why I don't have good internet now, Mr. Sadie.
Oh, you got 270 number.
Oh, wow, I don't have a 505.
Oh, wow, Tara, your new number is 270-299. Let's see, I got to enter your social security number, which is 398.
Ha ha ha.
Jennifer, welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show.
Did you freeze up, Todd?
Huh?
Did you freeze up?
No, I had to go pee.
Oh, so you just left us hanging and didn't say anything.
Yeah,
I did, but you were talking, or Jim was talking, so you didn't hear me.
Oh.
Or maybe I hit mute before I said I'll be right back.
Yeah, you should have a coffee can next to your desk or something so you don't have to leave.
I know, one of those bed urinal things, yeah.
Yeah, Todd.
No, you don't want to spend that kind of money. Just use like a coffee can or a milk jug.
Yeah, if you're driving those beer crates, you gotta learn how to use a jug and text while you're driving.
Yuck. Anyway, yeah, I'll tell you what the deal was. Yesterday for dinner, I had a little Chinese food, and I poured about a half a thing of soy sauce on it, and that's got so much salt in it.
Oh.
So, and then in the morning, one of my pills that I take has a diuretic in it, so.
Oh, that's good. As I was worried when you started talking about what you ate last night that this was maybe a number 2 situation.
No. So, I have been.
I was going to give you a TMI if it's a number 2 situation. You can keep it to yourself.
Yeah. I think we've already crossed the TMI line.
I've been dropping a lot of water weight this morning.
There you go.
Anyway, so there you go.
There's your geriatric minute.
Yeah, you got to be careful with soy sauce. It's like dumping a whole shaker of salt on your food.
I do like soy sauce on like rice and stuff.
Yeah. Worcestershire sauce, I think it's got a lot of salt in it too.
I like salt.
I know, me too. I shouldn't.
Yeah. I like
shouldn't
salty
have very much.
Yeah, I like salty, like salt on your vegetables and stuff.
Yep. We used to put salt on watermelon and all kinds of things.
I never did that. We used to put sugar on tomatoes.
Sugar and tomatoes.
Yeah, you like, because we always grew a big garden, so you get like those big slicing tomatoes, especially the big yellow like tomatoes. And then
Yeah.
like when we'd eat supper, my grandmother would slice one of those up. It'd be just like you could take a piece of tomato with your meal, and then you put sugar on it.
Hmm. Yeah, it sounds okay. I don't
Yeah,
know
it's,
why not.
I haven't eaten it in forever, but actually I used to like it a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But I don't grow a garden anymore. I don't have time. So, but I think also it's like the big yellow tomatoes. If you put sugar on those are better than doing it on a red tomato.
Yeah. I've got a little garden going this year. I got like 8 tomato plants and 2 jalapeno plants and 2 rows of okra and a row of green beans.
Oh,
Nothing big. Oh, squash. I got
are you getting ready
squash.
for the? Are you getting ready for the food shortages?
Oh, God. No, I figure as much as I spend for trying to keep my soil improved enough to raise a garden and fertilizer and water, that the vegetables I grow are about the same price as
I
what I
bum
buy in the
crack.
grocery store. But they
No,
do taste better, so there's that.
you get the satisfaction of that you did it yourself. When I
Yeah,
was a kid, we had like a 5 acre garden. I mean, it was a big, and my grandmother did all the canning and all the, preservation and all that stuff.
yeah, yeah. I don't do a big garden. I help
Um,
I help too many other people with their gardens down through the years to want to do a big one.
you know.
But I like a
If
little
I
one.
had time, if I had time, I have nothing against it. I just don't have enough time to really. Actually, Brandon has planted a half-ass garden. He just did it on his own. He's like, no, I'm doing it. But I just don't have the time like for weeding it and tending to it and stuff like
What
that.
the hell is your Facebook? Oh, I saw
Yeah,
that one. I remember
but it's
Facebook.
funny. I'm out there raising garden from
I
seeds,
don't know. I just
seeds
have it
mostly.
permanently
But
logged in.
Gwen spent more than I did on just flowers.
Is it like Snoopy?
No, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I put all my silver into cans and bury them in the backyard. Like,
Well, it helps the garden grow.
yeah, keeps the bugs away.
No.
Silver is sanitary. They used to put a silver dollar in milk to keep it fresher longer. Do, do, do.
Hmm.
Silver's got antibacterial properties. That's why silver's in a lot of medications.
Yeah.
A lot of people take that colloidal silver.
I never
Supposed
even
to.
heard of it.
Never heard of colloidal silver?
No, is that like wearing copper and it makes your joints better?
No, it's liquid. You like
Mm.
take a spoonful in the morning along with your Geritol and you're good to go.
Oh my God, wasn't there a guy that was doing something like that? Then he was changing colors. Remember that YouTube video, Brand? That guy taking every day, but he was like changing the color. His face was like turning purple. I think he had eventually died, but he was drinking something weird. Do you remember it, Jeff? You don't remember that?
Oh, vaguely, yeah. Well, I watch your son makes me watch 50 things a day on YouTube, so I can't remember it all.
Well, this you should remember anyway.
Oh, he's taking what was he taking? Copper?
Silver?
Oh,
Well,
silver.
he's changing color, but he says silver. They take it for a medicine or something.
Yeah, don't take copper for medicine because that will kill you.
Mm, I don't remember what it was.
Oh, great! I got you.
Yeah, you can get colloidal silver at any pharmacy,
Hmm.
Walmart, uh, Walgreens, any of them. Let's see. Do, do, do.
Like when they would have like those Tommy copper things, like those knee things you put on that are got like copper in them or whatever. So I'm at Walmart in the clearance aisle, and now they make those, but they put hemp in it. So it's this hemp infused like knee brace or whatever for your knee. They really jump on all that stuff.
Let's see. You get colloidal silver, kind of like looks like CBD oil drops.
Oh.
Like some people say it turns you blue. I suppose that would be an overdose.
No, I think that is. Now, I think my son was watching a YouTube video. And the guy was turning blue because he was taking all this silver. Yeah, that's that guy right there, that fourth picture. And he's dead now because my son watched that YouTube video. They're like, well, he did die. He was taking silver like every day because he thought it would, or 3 times a day because he thought he'd live longer or whatever. And then he ended up dying.
Well, everybody's going to die eventually
It's
anyway.
that guy right there. He's dead now. That guy, the purple faced guy.
Yeah,
If I'm taking silver and I turn that color, I'm not taking it anymore. I'm not gonna walk around like Papa Smurf or something.
I think you would have to overdose it so bad that
I don't know. I'm not gonna spend my life looking like Papa Smurf. No offense to the
you
Smurfs, but
inject it or something.
oh, he was eating it. He was drinking it. There's a
Well,
YouTube video about it. Anyway,
yeah, it's funny.
I think he
Oh,
lived out west. He might have been in Oregon or Washington State or something.
oh, you know those crazy people out there.
Yeah.
What else going on? I got 3 packages going out. How many you got, Tara and Jim?
I don't know. I'd have to look. We gotta go to Louisville today because my son's shooting at the national NASP tournament. So we'll probably go up there and watch him.
Sometimes because they do mail, you can do mail on Saturday. Because sometimes Saturday's the new Friday. If you have something going on
If
Friday.
you have something real big going
So
on.
for everybody who bought something for me supposed to go out today, Saturday's gonna be the new Friday.
Yeah, so we got to do that, and then we got to go to
I
Louisville.
apologize.
His last time he shoots is like 3, so I'm hoping we can leave Louisville by 4, because then he's got this thing at the school, this football meet the cards event, where they like run out of the tunnel and they run around the field and they like do these blocking drills and
And
stuff.
you gotta pay to get in.
You gotta pay to get in, so I gotta try to have him back for that thing. So this is gonna be like our crazy afternoon.
The first time we watched it, it's like, oh my god,
We got 16.
We paid to see
Slow
this.
yesterday.
This
Yeah.
is terrible.
It's like
I get it. It's a fundraiser.
It's like chicken fighting. You know, they get the boys, they'll be like in a circle, and then they'll like 2 boys will come out and start like blocking each other or whatever, pushing each other around. And then they're playing this music like, "Are you ready?" And it's like all this like modern like sports venue music is blaring, and you got like these parents like, get him, get him, get him. You got these kids who are just like blocking each other, pushing each other around, It's like this huge testosterone fest, like chicken fighting. Like, if you took some chickens, they're gonna fight them, except they're kids in football jerseys. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure. Well, you were the band director, but you were around the football people enough. If you did the halftime show, you know that they're, you know how they are. They're always like, pushing each other around. And anyway.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons I went ahead and retired after 33 years. I could have taught another, I don't know, I might have lasted another 7 or 8 years, but I was just so sick of pep rallies and cheerleaders and football, and it wasn't nothing bad about the kids or the sport of football or being a cheerleader. It's just all that stuff just adds work to a band director's schedule. You teach school all day on a Friday, and then the last 30 minutes of school, you herd all your band students into the gym that's about 1,000 degrees, and you play music for the pep rally. And then after the pep rally, you load them onto school buses and drive them to a football game. And you get home at midnight, and you're like, God, I'm so friggin'
Brandon's
tired.
not into band, but I can see like here band's a big deal because they have like this semi-trailer and truck that it says Taylor County, band or whatever on it. And
Yeah.
that goes around to their like competitions and stuff. I mean, so you have buses with the kids and the staff that go to the competition, and then this semi-trailer with a 40-foot trailer that follows them. We didn't have that at the school up in where I was at in Wisconsin, but I
I
was
need
like,
school
wow.
spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I think for about at least half of the schools that I ever taught at, half of a good portion of the parents that went to the football games would leave after halftime because the band was finished. It
Oh,
was
if
band
you're
pa-
a band parent,
it
yeah,
was band parents and band families that went to go support their kids, and then after
yeah,
halftime, all those parents and families would leave.
yeah,
And but you know, and the football program was glad of it because hey, they got to sell more tickets to the game.
yeah, yeah. It's all about selling those tickets.
I guess, yeah, but
Yeah, I mean they got a lot. Well, because he's still middle school football, so they'll have once in a while home games. They'll have the cheerleaders out there, or maybe like Pom Squad 2 or something. But like the poor cheerleaders, I was at a home game and they're trying to like cheer and get the crowd into it, but it's all like football kids' parents, so they're all like, you're distracting us. We're trying to watch our kids play football,
yeah.
Anyway,
But every once in a while, somebody would pop off and say, "Well, look, the band doesn't make any money. We just spend money on the band." And I say, and then I say, "Well, heck, if the band wasn't at the football game, how big do you think your audience would be?"
yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, the
I
football
just
pays for itself in ticket sales. Well, sure.
Not really, because I mean, I got to do that where we sell soda, and now they're talking about trying to sell, like, go around and get donations and stuff. But see, like,
Yeah.
because I'm a transplant here, it's not like I know a lot of people to go hit up for money. So it's pretty much me and Jim writing out a bigger check, and we do hit up Grandma now, and like and Jim's sister, they'll donate. But it's just our small little group because I'm not gonna drive around town getting donations. So they'll be like, well, we want you to at least raise like $300, so we end up splitting it in half or something, and we just
Yeah.
give it anyway. But
Wow.
yeah,
Stocks are up significantly. Of
that's
course,
good. Must be
off.
must be Biden's turning the tide. He's getting it turned back around for
No, I think it's just a dead cat bounce. I hope we've reached bottom of the stock market, but we'll see. It's been the first up day in God, 10 days. Anyway, Friday the 13th, I guess Friday the 13th, guy came and murdered Sally in her sleep.
No, she said she worked overtime. She put a message on
Oh,
Facebook.
okay. Oh, I
She
didn't
like
see it.
worked late and lost track of time or something.
Yeah, she works too hard.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, folks, everybody have a wonderful weekend.
All
Thanks for
right.
showing up again. Thanks for all the hours watched on my channel. And what else do we need to say? Get out and
Have
do
a
your
nice
eBay
weekend.
business.
Yeah. Go rummage sale this weekend.
Uh,
Go to an auction.
no, I don't need to buy anything for 6 months.
Oh, you make the money when you buy the item, Todd. You know that.
I know, but
You go out
then
there
you,
and find a good deal and you don't get it listed for 30 or 60 days. It's just like money in the bank.
yeah, sure.
Anyway.
All right. See y'all later, folks. Bye.
All right. Bye.